In this little video, I will demonstrate how to add new articles to the blog on Lindersvold.info. The page has been made in WordPress DIVI Builder, and in this video we will go through the 3 different templates that are in the system and how to find them. So you have the front page, which is one template, you have the categories, which is another, and the articles itself. Then about the picture sizes, you have the front page banner, which has 1600 times 450 pixel, and all the articles are using pictures with 500 times 325 pixels. So the process of making a blog post, there are basically 7 steps from start to finish. The first is, of course, you prepare your article in Notepad, not in Word, so you don't copy the formatting with you over. You prepare the pictures, best in the right format, because if you have it in a nice setup, it's very nice that they look equal size. So try to keep that as good as possible to the right size. Then you have to create a new blog post, and the way we do that is to copy from an existing template. As I told you, there is articles or templates, so we basically copy from that, and we will go through how to do that. So when you have copied from something existing, then you edit the article, you change the pictures, and you decide which category the blog is for. Towards the end, you also want to make sure that the social media shares are okay. So if somebody wants to share the article, it should look nice on Facebook. And also the last thing you need to do is to enter an excerpt. An excerpt is basically the text that will show here as a kind of snippet for all the articles. So these are the 6 steps that we will go through now, but before that I will just show you briefly about the different templates. So here we are on the front page, and this is kind of the front page template, and here is not much to edit. You can of course change the slideshow, you can change the number and email, you can change something with a link, so add and remove there. And here it basically just shows the blog post that is currently in the system. And as you know, there are several ways to edit in DIVI Builder. The simple way to edit something is always to use the Visual Builder. I normally use the Visual Builder when I edit, and when I create new, I do that from the back end. But that's a personal preference. So again, here you can change anything, and the light green color means that if I change the email here, it is global. So it will change it on all the pages that use this template. Here, again, if you want to change the picture here, there are 2 things here. Let me see if it's in this one. There we are. So here you can then change the picture. You can add a paraflex if you want. But basically just go in here, upload another picture, and you can change that picture very easily. So when you have changed the picture, you just basically close it, and I normally click save there before I exit the Visual Builder. You have a little text here that you can edit, of course, straightforward. Here you have some settings. It shows 20 blog posts, and at the moment it takes it from the category Hildaskolen. I would guess that it should show basically some of the newest ones, so I would probably say I would tick on all the categories here. Not uncategorized and not current category, but that's basically all of them. So if you add something from DRH now, it should come in here. You have the link buttons here, straightforward again. You have a Facebook, again, straightforward. You have an image and a link. And then you have some modules here that are a little bit grayed out, and that basically means that they are available on the mobile phone version only. That's the reason why they are grayed out. But that's basically the front page. So at the moment I will just exit and I will not save because I didn't do any changes. And now I will go to the back side. So we're on the front page. The categories is a little bit unorthodox way of making it, because normally WordPress want to use the WordPress own category page, which does not look very nice. And to overwrite that, we have to go to the DIVI library, and I will sort it by layouts and filter it. And then you will see something called category, Hilda School, category STU, category Step Up, category Boot to Boot, etc. So what does this mean? This means that if I am on the front page and I go to Hildeskolen, I here enter the category page for Hildeskolen. And this is the template that I find here. So if you, for example, needed to change something, like it didn't show the right category, there was a spelling mistake here, or something you wanted to change, this is where you do it. Here you have the boilerplate for Hildeskolen, you have there. You have the section, you have here which categories you should take it from, Hildeskolen, that looks correct. And then you have the standard links over here, etc. So it's pretty much just a standard thing. The problem here is if you want to make some changes on all the categories, you do need to enter them individually and change on each of them. But this is more for you to understand where the category pages are, and they are found here. If you want to make a new category, you please contact me and I will make another film about that. It's a little bit complex, but it's when you've done it once or twice, it's straightforward. So that's the second template. Then the third one are the articles or the blog posts. Go to post, and here you see the two articles that is already there. And it's basically the same you see when I come in here. You have the logo, you have the title, and you have the category that is posted in, or categories. Then you have the article, you have the links, you have the social share, and you can also navigate to the previous and the next blog post within this category, or you can go to another category. The templates are here. You can open an existing one and you can see everything we have just talked about. So here you have the title, here you have the logo section and the telephone number. Then you have something called a full width header. This is the red field here. And what it does is that you never have to change it, because it's a kind of a database system where it says the title, it should automatically take the post title. Subtitles, it should automatically take the post categories. So it should always take this title and this categories. So it does that by itself. Then below here you have the text, and this is where you have the proper article with the links and so on. This is the template for the article. So this is the 3 different templates that I now have talked about. So let's get starting to post another blog post. So when you are on the blog, you can click on Add New. I don't want to save it. And first of all, you have to add a title to your blog. This is basically just a demonstration, so I will just take one that I already have. This is my title, so I add it here. Then I have the option to use the DIVI builder, and that's what I'm going to do. So I click on it. it will load the DIVI builder. And I have three options. Build from scratch, choose from a pre-made layout, clone existing page. I normally use clone existing page. So I click on this and it will show me a list of pages or posts or whatever you do. And those two are good templates, so I will just use one of them. So I click anywhere. All right, so now I'm ready to work with this template and change the content. There are some settings first of all. Page layout, we have to say full width, always. Here you have to decide which category it is, and let's just for fun put it to oppholdsstedet and pedagogikk. Below here you have the featured image, and that's the one that will show on the overview page. Yeah, that's the featured image. So we're going to set that. Going to upload one. And I have a demo here. And if I put my mouse over, you can see this 500 times 325, good size. So I will upload it. Okay, there was a problem with the image, but now I have got it uploaded. So I will set it. So now all my settings are okay. The categories, the picture, full width. Now over on the main section, I don't do anything up in the logo. I don't do anything in the full width header because it will take automatically the categories and the title. So I will go straight down to the text and I will open that. So this is the old one. So I will normally just delete it all. And now I am ready to put in my blog post. So this is the text. Let's say I just put it in here. I will paste that into Notepad to remove all the formatting. I will mark it all and copy it and paste it in here. You can also use this paste as text instead of putting the Notepad, but I always prefer to use Notepad because then I'm sure it's done correct. So I have the text here, looks okay. I'm going to put in a picture so I can add a media. This is the picture I want to use. Add it, mark it, and I will left align it. And normally I put it to about 350 pixel. Sometimes it's tough to get it exact, but that should be more or less okay. If you have any link, of course you just mark it. You click the link, you write a link, and if it's an external page, you will say open in a new tab. If it is an internal page, you don't mark that. Anyhow, this article is basically finished, so I will save it. Then there are some things here. This is just a sharing, Facebook share and so on. Then you have something for the mobile, and then you have the post navigation where it says next and previous. You never touch that. So inside all these blocks, the only thing you do is to change the text there. Now this has been done. The next step, we have done the article for Notepad, prepared the picture, we have created a new blog, we have copied from existing, we have edited the article pictures and changed the category, enter the social media share info, and enter the accepts. Those are the two things missing. So let's scroll down. You can also change how the snippet showed in Google if you want. Optimize it. Edit the snippet. Here's a social media share. And as you see, the picture's optimal should be like 1200 times 630 or 600 times 315. Ours is not perfect, but in most cases it will work. If you want to do it totally perfect, you have to resize a specific picture for the social media. So here we have the picture of the guy, and I will just call it the same as the title of the article. And then I also need a description. I will just, for now, take it from here. Of course, you can just write your free text here as well. So that's basically the social media thing prepared. The last thing is the accept, and the accept is this text that comes below here. So I will paste that in or write it. That's more or less okay. Normally I think it is one line, and the second line, if you take it no further than until more or less here, you should be okay. But this is more or less okay. So now I will publish it. And it should be published. Now, before I leave, I want to make sure that the social media share is working. And the way you do that is here at the bottom, you say validate open graph tag. So you click on that, it opens Facebook and it does a validation. And that's how it's going to look on the Facebook share. So that looks pretty okay. So I am happy. So I will just update and I will go back to the front page as soon as it has saved. And this is the front page. And at the moment I don't see it here. Let me see which category this was done in. Was it done in Feldes? Or maybe I should see in Sista artikel. Yeah, here it is. Last articles is in Oppholdsted and Pedagogik. So now the article is basically here, and straight away I have a little situation here, because when I go to the front I don't see it. Why don't I see it? Well, let's just quickly investigate. I will do an edit on this page. I will edit the module that shows the blog post, and I can see it only shows Lindersvold. So I think I didn't save it last time. That's the reason. So, not uncategorized. So I will save it there. And I will save it there and save it there. And now you can see that it's showing also on the front page, this article that I've just made. So this is more or less how you do the editing. Any questions, just let me know. Thank you.